Let's get ready for this opening here. Phase 1 of the attack is always take the midpoint 3-2. Oh, a nasty snipe comes out from the start, deletes a full squad there. Kieran and Elsepsis are lucky to get away with their lives. Yikes. Yikes. Absolute chaos at the start of this one here, not going the way of the Axis team. That was a dirty snipe here. Axis still getting a pretty good deployment though. On the north side, we got Ghost Recon and one more there. Nope. Trading snipes, resting pepperonis. So even though the Axis lose a lot of bodies off the start there, it gets traded back, not as many bodies, but Ghost Recon's the only one going to get into point, and he immediately gets dropped by Bonsai right there. The Axis, after a bad looking start, you know, coming back into this one, Tank getting a first shot over here onto this 75. PZ Chill Music and Burner Barsh looking to peek onto the Axis tank off the start. No peek readily available. Excuse me. I'm not too sure where that Axis tank is. Can't quite see him off the start. Looks like the Stewart taking the brunt of those shots. It's got to be like a pixel peek here, because I cannot see for the life of me the names or the hull of that Panzer IV. You might be a little further along the tracks here, or he might be down. No, Panzer IV is definitely on a pixel peek, something back in the back of the field of play there. In terms of the strong point here, Allies making the best of the push, really on sector control. There's a few bodies of the Allies here on the right side and the bottom of your screen, but a majority of them are just on that sector control. There was an explosion in the back. I believe that's just a transport or supply truck though. You can see Panzer IV has made it into the fields on the right side of your screen there. He's pushing up. That's going to be Kraken, Bimsakai, and Boydema doing well for themselves at the start. If we zoom out a little bit here, you can see Axis really going for just the strong point here, where the Allies have complete control over the flanks on the north and the south side. Looking really nice here. Great position. You can see it's reflected in the cap progress. Axis just have not stuffed amount of bodies they need to cap this point yet. They're kind of hesitant on the back and on the strong point itself, and that hesitation's leading to some juicy cap progress here for the Allies. %on the cap, and it's so close here. I think the Allies can do it. They just need to push this squad a little closer to the strong point, maybe get one or two bodies in, and that should secure it for them. Combined STDB 82nd AD push going up against WTH and STDB on the other side of things. Cap progress is falling though. The Axis have stuffed enough bodies into this strong point here. Just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. You can see a 75 going down on the backside there. Not too sure if that was a combination of rockets and the Panzer IV or what. But the Axis, you know, wake up, smell the coffee a little bit there. It took them a little bit to get onto point, but they finally did it. Allies still trying to push with that one squad from the west side here, making a little bit of progress, not a whole lot. Really a meat grind for point, but Allies strategy not paying off here. That wide strategy, not able to get around the backside and take out some of these spawns for the Axis. And that second phase of the Axis just stuffed a whole ton of bodies into point. You can see there's a few bodies to arc, some stragglers on the flank here, but not doing enough to break up this push to point from the Axis team. On the north side, arc Lux, Phoenix holding strong. Phalanx too. Doing enough to stop that northern flank from the allies from interrupting the backside of point, really getting around. And you should see some cap progress now from the Axis. Good, strong resistance, resilience play coming out here from this Axis team. Go on board with Ryan out here as he pushes with the MG onto the front line. Creeping forward, looking for a good spot for that MG, so that any allies that push here can get gunned down. No one yet. Allies don't really have anybody who can push that front line. There's still attempts from that 82nd AZ squad on the left of your screen here. Manu also pushing in. Not getting the sustained progress he'd like though. Finally, tank pushing up here. Panzer IV with some friendlies. Now, I don't see any allied AT, unfortunately. So it's going to be tough to push these guys off point. This should solidify the midpoint here for the Axis team. Good second phase for the Axis. Really looked dire straits on that initial push, but respawns come in, enabling a nice redeploy to point, getting the bodies needed to shove this cap progress back in the way of the blue boys. Third phase kicking off here for the Allies. They're trying to get some more spawns onto this southern flank here after that initial push onto the flanks didn't work out too well. Fisk going ham with 3 kills there on the wall. Finally getting dropped, but does clear the threat for the AT on this Panzer IV. Nice little play by him from WTH. Shout out to Faker on Fire and Shimit Katsi in the chat. How you doing, guys? Hope you're all doing well. You had a great Easter too. About 80-90% growing of the cap progress here. This should be the midpoint of the Allies. We'll see if the Axis has anything in the bag here. Doesn't look like it. Just not enough bodies on that south side. Not making enough of a dent. And with the tank here on the south too, it's gonna be really difficult. Some nice arty dropping also. Shout out to the arty. Ooh, bombing run comes in. Let's see how many bodies it gets on point. Bohemians, yeah, he's screwed there. Samaya is gonna survive. A few more boys from WTH drop, but I think that's too little too late. And yeah, there it is, the cap. An immediate cap progress on the 4th point. 3-2, there goes the Axis on this one. We'll see if they can punish the Allies on runes here with a quick 4-1. Well, it's going to be Sitch versus Doctor here on point. Don't think that's going to be enough to keep the cap going. We will see. Sitch going to take Doctor out and keep that cap progress rolling. All right, this is a good play from Sitch here. He figures out where Doctor's pushing from. He's going to rotate to that side and see if he can't get an ambush maybe on the spawn. Now, as those rotations come into point, ooh, Lupet, Spearhead, Sitch does not see them, unfortunately. I think Spearhead might have spotted Sitch out. We'll have to see here. If only Sitch could peek that right side. There he goes. He's peeking, going to take some shots here. And first shot from Luapet is going to count. Nice play there from Lua? Is it Luapet? Apologies, I'm not getting your name right there. New face to STDB possibly. Haven't seen too much of that. Squad lead there, but regardless, a really nice one tap onto Sitch there. Unfortunately, Sitch just didn't have a swivel on his head. Couldn't pick off the rotations from the Allies, and that's going to be a secured flank here on the backside now. Vernevoss and Florian are rotating to the back here. Going to try to get behind runes. Try to get some OPs up. Put some pressure on the backside. Maybe take out an early Gary and try to facilitate a push. Mr. Salad, though, pushing out. Is he going to see anybody here? No. Well, he does see somebody. He sees Lycanopa. Ooh, with an early airhead play. Okay. Can Lycanopa defend this? Oh, it's going to be hard. Bofrost is going to get the easy one tap there. And unfortunately for Lycanopa, not going to be able to get a smoke out onto this airhead in time. Oh no, did Bofrost not see the Gary? I don't think Bofrost did. Sorry, not the Gary, the airhead. Oh no! Oh no! Bofrost pushes past it, assuming it's just one man trying to get an OP up. Friendly Artie is called. Is that friendly Artie going to land in time? It's going to be really close here. Now, if that Artie starts landing, that's going to be a huge signal. Hey, there's an airhead dropping here. Checking the map right now to see if this airhead is green. It's gone. Was there a grenade we didn't see? Oh, there must have been. No. Okay, it's there. But why can't we see it on the map? It's an allied airhead? All right, I have questions, ladies and gentlemen. Is this bugged? Why can we not see the airhead marker anywhere? I mean, this must be a bug, right? Unless it's an allied airhead, which doesn't make much sense in the context of this defense. It must be an allied airhead, or there's a bug. Yeah, okay. What? Very weird airhead. Okay, so I'm not dreaming. So that was an allied airhead. That's an interesting airhead. I mean, I think they thought they were losing the point. The only reason I thought it might have been an Axis airhead because the recon was right there, but then he marked the airhead and we're on the Axis side. Just a kind of a weird, I guess the recon was coming to deny that airhead, the defensive airhead. I mean, they dropped some Artie on it. It works out. I would have loved if that was an Axis airhead though. That's too bad. We're not going crazy. There's no bug. Unfortunately, there's no bug. Oh, that would have been beautiful. I love aggressive airheads like that, especially with the recon. Looking for a Gary here on the backside. Not going to work out. Bofrost is going to get a nade in, get a few kills, and end up cleaning up these supplies here. I think he heard Mataj from Arc. Just going to be running up behind him to try and take him out. Frontline attack spooling up here for the Axis team though. Bofrost does miss the supplies there, so those are going to be there for later unless someone else gets them. Defensive airhead also. Very, very quick defensive airhead call coming out from the allied commander there. Looking back to the midpoint, we have some cap progress here from the allies. A 2 or 3 pronged push. You got Trutch on the backside, probably cleaned up any OPs that were there. Jimbo, Rhino, we're on point, but they're dead. And Fruntan, Manu are just going to walk straight into point here with an attack from the flank. You can see Lucan24 and Duba there too. Fruntan coming in from that flanking position, going to take out anything on point. And this is looking like the Allies' point here. Afterman on the backside is going to be the last hope. He is Obi-Wan Kenobi, but there is nobody with him to help him out. And this looks like it's going to be a fairly easy point here for the Allies. Fairly easy indeed. .76 going to be helping that one out on point. Artillery chipping into Lenny and Alcepsis, not getting a whole lot. 82nd AD Ghost Recon going to clean that one up, taking them both down. And anybody pushing back to the point is essentially being killed right now. The last hopes are going to be from these two northern squads here, Phoenix and the WTH squad. But I don't think they're going to make it in time for the cap here. Still on board with the 76 here of Chill Music, PZ, and Burn as they secure the midpoint here. Good job. Good job. Very, very nice. Well played. Just shelling HE here, there, and everywhere. 3-2 coming back to the Allies. Now, unfortunately, since they did use that airhead defensively, we're not going crazy. That was an Allied airhead. They won't have something from Mount Halei here. But Recon already doing a lot of work on the front line. House Gangster actually in a really nice spot here. I love this position. Unfortunately for him... Oh, What's going on? Sorry about that. Unfortunately for him back here, he did not take out the Gary on point. So we can check Mount Halei out really quick here. Or did he? Oh, you sneaky, sneaky. Oh my God. That was, I apologize, House Gangster. That was a beautiful little backline garrison there. And you know what? Phalanx is going to be very surprised to see everybody and their mother from the allied team spawning in. Wow. What a nice garrison there from House Gangster. A rude surprise here. An airhead defensively. This has got to be, yeah, defensive airhead onto point. Not going to be enough. I believe Spearhead should see this, or Optical should be an easy take here. Just a simple nade. Secure that one. There it is. Boom. And this is going to be a 4-1 here for the Allies. House Gangster with a nasty Gary on the backside. Going to secure this one for the Allies. 4-1. And I mean, unless there's a bombing run, even with a bombing run that deletes a majority of these forces here, the airhead's already down. Phalanx, Jimbo, and Imolol are overrun right now. It's a 3v15, and you've already lost 60% of your cap. It's gonna be very hard to come back from this. Torfisk with a nice take, which looked like a supply drop or a garrison there in the middle of the screen. And the Axis are in dire straits right now. Damn. House Gangster with a gangster garrison here. Gonna lead this one to a 4-1 unless something major happens. I don't think it's gonna be possible though. A little bit of suspect defense here on the 4th point. For some reason, when we had that little crash there, it reset the score to 3-2 for the Axis, but it is definitely 3-2 going on 4-1 for the Allies right here. A nasty little Gary, and we'll see where House Gangster ends up. He's going to be on the other side, looking for that 5-0 really quick here. Yeah, there it is immediately with the spawns for the 5-0. Somebody's got to stop this guy. Rhino, can you stop him? I mean, he's inside the half track right now, camping the half track, enabling what could be a quick 5-0 here in, yeah, 22 minutes so far. Guys, what's going on, Axis? I mean, look at this. Already we have proximity spawns coming in on point. OP's on point. Cap progress is starting. Sotiri's commander? What's going on? So something must have happened here. There must have been some crashes. Zoom was commander. Sotiri Papa is now commander. It is chaos on the backside for the Axis team. They're going to be going down here. House Gangster is just an absolute Chad here. Gets the OPs up, gets the Garys up, enables his team to come back onto this one. Allies are already about 50% capped. Down goes the Doctor with the satchel. Get a team kill. House Gangster there. It's okay. Securing that half track kill. 50% cap progress here for the Allies. I have no clue what's going on for the Axis team, but whatever it is, there's bound to be some crashes, some rage quits here. No idea what happened, but what I thought on paper was going to be a great game is turning out to be a quick one here, with the Allies poised to secure a 5-0 within the first half an hour. I mean, it's not even 25 minutes, folks, and the Allies are already on the 5th point here. Explosions coming down left, right, and center. It's going to be an absolute grind fest for this last point. Lenny, Oppenman fighting for their lives right here. Kieran, Johannes. Oh, Johannes getting the kill there. Axis bodies dropping. This is going to be a 5-0 here. If you haven't blinked yet, I mean, this 5-0 happening within half an hour, within 24 minutes. Jeez. I don't know what's going on the Axis team, but it's not good. A lot of that has to be credit to House Gangster, though. Really nice play there.